So good, so good, so good.
New fall arrivals are at Nordstrom Rack stores now. Get ready to save big with up to 60% off Vince, Kurt Geiger London, and more.
How did I not know Rack has Adidas?
Because there's always something new.
Join the Nordy Club at Nordstrom Rack to unlock exclusive discounts on your favorite brands. Shop new arrivals first and more. Plus, get an extra 5% off every Rack purchase with a Nordstrom credit card. Great brands, great prices. That's why you Rack.
Does it ever feel like you're a marketing professional just speaking into the void? But with LinkedIn ads, you can know you're reaching the right decision makers, a network of 130 million of them, in fact. You can even target buyers by job title, industry, company, seniority, skills, and did I say job title? See how you can avoid the void and reach the right buyers with LinkedIn ads. Spend $250 on your first campaign and get a free $250 credit for the next one. Get started at linkedin.com/campaign. Terms and conditions apply.
This is Optimal Health Daily. Is there a cheat code to get six-pack abs faster? By Donna Christiano with Healthline.com. And I'm Dr. Neil, your very own personal narrator. I read to you from some of the best health and fitness blogs on the web, and always with a bit of my commentary at the end. Now, I'm sure you're eager to hear about how to get six-pack abs and if there's a shortcut to getting those. So let's get right to today's post as we optimize your life. Is there a cheat code to get six-pack abs faster? By Donna Christiano with Healthline.com. Overview. Ripped, chiseled abs are the holy grail of many fitness enthusiasts. They tell the world you're strong and lean, and that lasagna has no sway over you. And for many, they're not easy to achieve. Athletes aside, most people have abdominal muscles veiled by a layer of fat. Some of it is near the surface of the skin, also known as subcutaneous fat. Some of it is deep within the abdominal cavity itself. This is known as visceral fat. The more fat you have, the longer it will take to shed it, and then to showcase six-pack abs. What's a six-pack? The major muscle in the abdomen responsible for that washboard appearance is the rectus abdominis. It's a long, flat band of fibers that extends vertically from the pubic bone to under the ribs. It lies over the internal organs and functions to help hold these organs in their proper place. It's a divided muscle with a right and a left half that run parallel to each other. Each half is divided into 3 segments by connective tissue. These 6 bands of connective tissue are what give the abdomen its six-pack appearance. Regardless of how well-toned your rectus abdominis is, if it's hidden under layers of fat, your six-pack won't be visible. According to Harvard Health, roughly 90% of body fat is subcutaneous, meaning it lies just under the skin. It's the squishy stuff that forms your belly, and it's body fat that you can grab with your hands. About 10% of fat is the visceral variety. This fat lies beneath the abdominal wall and in the spaces that envelop the intestines and liver. It secretes hormones and other substances that cause low-level inflammation, which has a direct effect on the development of things like heart disease, dementia, and certain cancers. Doing targeted exercises like crunches is great for toning abdominal muscles, but losing both subcutaneous and visceral fat is the first step to unearthing your abs. According to the American Council on Exercise, you'll need to lower your body fat to about 14 to 20% for women and 6 to 13% for men. On a scale used by this council, this is known as the athlete's category. Even then, some people don't have the genetic makeup necessary for six-pack abs. That's because they may have thicker skin and tissue surrounding the rectus abdominis, making it harder for ripped abs to show. Some people also have asymmetrical or angled tendons crossing over the rectus abdominis, making their abs look less like a washboard. Lowering your body fat level. Lowering your body fat percentage can be a long and painstaking process. Research published in the journal Obesity notes that in the United States, the average woman has about 40% body fat, and the average man has about 28%. Women naturally carry more fat than men because of the hormone estrogen. Most men and women have to lose at least half their body fat for their abs to show. The American Council on Exercise says a 1% body fat loss per month is safe and achievable. Given that math, it could take a woman with average body fat about 20 to 26 months to achieve the appropriate amount of fat loss for six-pack abs. The average man would need about 15 to 21 months. What you should do to get abs. The good news is that you have abs. The bad news is that there's no quick and easy way to unearth them. Exercising your abdominal muscles with targeted exercises will help to strengthen and shape them. Reduce calories. Cut about 500 calories from your daily diet if you want to lose 1 pound a week. If you're exercising, you may be able to cut fewer calories. If you burn 250 calories by working out daily, you may need to only cut calories by 250. Increase protein intake. When you lose weight, you also lose lean muscle. To help maintain muscle mass, it's important to consume adequate amounts of protein, the building block of muscle. Aim for roughly 1 to 1.5 grams for every 2 pounds you weigh. One analysis published in Nutrition Reviews noted that while trying to lose weight, those who ate higher than average amounts of protein, like 1.2 to 1.5 grams per 2.2 pounds of body weight, were able to preserve lean muscle mass and improve body composition when compared to those who ate average amounts of protein in the 0.8 grams per 2.2 pound range. That translates into more than 90 grams of protein, or about 30 grams per meal per day for a 150 pound person. And as a reminder, protein-rich foods include chicken, turkey, legumes, nuts, and certain dairy products like Greek yogurt. Choose high-intensity intermittent exercise. Examples of high-intensity intermittent exercise include sprinting for 20 seconds, followed by walking for 40 seconds, and repeat, and cycling at an all-out pace for 8 seconds, followed by a low-intensity pace for 12 seconds. According to research published in the Journal of Obesity, women who performed that type of cycling exercise for 20 minutes, 3 times a week for 15 weeks, lost more body fat than those who performed steady aerobic exercise. Add resistance training. Cardio plus lifting weights seems to be the magic bullet when it comes to losing fat. In one study looking at overweight adolescents, those who did cardio work for 30 minutes and strength training for 30 minutes 3 times a week for 1 year lost more body fat and whittled their waist circumference more than those who just did aerobic exercise. The takeaway. There is no quick and easy way to get six-pack abs. It involves discipline and a commitment to clean, healthy eating and regular exercise, including cardio and strength training. But while the process can be long and the work hard, six-pack abs are a fitness goal that can be attained by those who are committed to the process. You just listened to the post titled, "Is There a Cheat Code to Get Six-Pack Abs Faster?" by Donna Christiano with Healthline.com. And I'll be right back with my commentary.
The Jack Welch Management Institute at Strayer University helps you go from, I know the way, to I've arrived with our top 10 ranked online MBA. Gain skills you can learn today and apply tomorrow. Get ready to go from make it happen to made it happen and keep striving. Visit strayer.edu/JackWelchMBA to learn more. Strayer University is certified to operate in Virginia by Chev and has many campuses, including at 2121 15th Street North in Arlington, Virginia.
You just realized your business needed to hire someone yesterday. How can you find amazing candidates fast? Easy. Just use Indeed. When it comes to hiring, Indeed is all you need. Stop struggling to get your job post seen on other job sites. Indeed Sponsored Jobs helps you stand out and hire fast. With Indeed Sponsored Jobs, there are no monthly subscriptions, no long-term contracts, and you only pay for results. One thing I love about Indeed is how it speeds up hiring. When I've hired in the past, the process was overwhelming, and I wish I'd used Indeed. There's no need to wait any longer. Speed up your hiring right now with Indeed. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to get your jobs more visibility at Indeed.com/health. Just go to Indeed.com/health right now and support our show by saying you heard about Indeed on this podcast. Indeed.com/health. Terms and conditions apply. Hiring? Indeed is all you need. Dr. Neal here for my commentary. As today's author Donna mentioned, a lot of factors determine whether someone will ever develop six-pack abs. One of those is genetics. I once had a student in my exercise physiology class that couldn't perform a single ab move. Not a crunch, not a sit-up, not leg lifts. We would typically expect that if someone was unable to perform ab-specific moves like these, they probably wouldn't be sporting a six-pack. Well, we would be wrong. During one of the lab classes, I had students practice performing these ab-specific moves so that I could make sure that they were learning how to perform them correctly. This particular student wore a shirt that covered their upper abdominal muscles but left the lower ones exposed. And I'll remind you, this student could not perform a proper crunch, sit-up, leg lift, or any other ab-specific move. But somehow, their lower abs, arguably some of the hardest to develop, were so well defined, they looked like they were chiseled out of granite. All of this to say that genetics may have played a role here. When it comes to performing ab-specific moves, and which ones are most effective for helping make those muscles pop, it really comes down to variety and consistency. Find ways to work your ab muscles consistently while incorporating different exercises. So in addition to performing strength training exercise and cardio, incorporating ab-specific moves like crunches, sit-ups, leg lifts, and so on can help too, because these help ensure that the abs are toned and strong, and plus, it's just good to have strong abs and strong lower back muscles to help with your posture. Now, there are a lot of ab routines out there, and they all claim to help you get that elusive six-pack. Now, I've done the math, and I found that there's a common theme among most of these ab routines. You have to dedicate about 45 minutes per week to performing a variety of ab-specific exercises. So we could divide this up into 15-minute sessions 3 times a week, or 10-minute sessions 4 to 5 times per week, or 5-minute sessions 9 times per week, whatever suits your schedule. Oh, and this is again in addition to regular cardio and strength training. But if you spend the time and are careful with your diet too, hopefully you can have abs that look like they were chiseled out of granite. All right, that'll do it for the Saturday episode. I hope you're having a wonderful weekend if you're listening in real time, and I'll be back here tomorrow as usual, where your optimal life awaits.